showed this to you, like...
You know what? Ah, I can't do it anymore! Hey, what's up you guys, it's me Luke and welcome back to another video, or if you're new here, welcome to my channel. If you're new, I post commentary videos on celebrities, influencers, and TV shows and movies. So today we're going to be doing a video on Shane Dawson's new docu-series. Now, this was something I was very iffy about if I wanted to do it or not. It feels very much like we're back in 2019. Back then, Shane Dawson was coming out with his first and second Jeffree Star series, to which I made reaction series to back then. It was very brain numbing, and it led to the point of me actually making a video titled My Problems with Shane Dawson's Content. I actually watched that video the other day, and not to toot my own horn, but it is a really good video where I really break down my issues with Shane's content and give you examples. So if you would like to check it out, I'll link it in the description. Today we're just going to be looking at this. So I saw that Shane Dawson was coming out with another series with Jeffree, his third series, his first docu-series back really since he's been cancelled. The docu-series is titled The New World of Jeffree Star. So when I saw the thumbnail with the freaking yak farm in Wyoming, I was like, I don't give a shit about Jeffree Star killing a bunch of yaks and selling their meat. Like, nothing about that could interest me. But then I asked you guys if you were interested, and it was kind of a bit split, but a lot of you were, and I was still on the fence. And then I saw Shane Dawson upload his video this morning, and the first episode is called The Cancelled World of Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson. You know, I got kind of intrigued. But before I even watch this, I'm going to make a couple predictions based on what I've seen in Shane Dawson's previous documentaries. I'm going to assume that out of the, how long is this? 53 minutes. I'm going to say that maybe 10-15 minutes of it is actually interesting. The rest is just a bunch of nonsense and fluff and vlog footage that did not need to be in here. I'm going to assume by the title, The Cancelled World of Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson, there's going to be a bit of a pity party, a bit of a defense, instead of actually taking ownership for your actions. And I also am going to assume there's a ton of shaky camera work, bizarre editing, and a storyline and structure that makes little to no sense. So those are my predictions. Let's go see if I'm right. And without further ado, let's get into it, because I'm about to dive in to what I know is about to be a mess.
Okay, so it is February 7th, 2020.
Whoa, we're going that far back? Oh god.
And today we are going to the lab to look at samples for the next palette.
Oh my god, so not only we are going back to 2020, but you're making a second palette. Shane Dawson in makeup drives me insane, because the man doesn't even wear makeup, and he thinks that he can make a makeup brand. He wore it literally for like a month or two to promote the initial conspiracy palette, and then fucking ditched his makeup channel. Okay, so now we're 2.5 years later. So are we in the present now? These time jumps.
Okay, so...
Still doing that irritating noise with the zooming in and out of the camera, I see.
You okay?
No. Okay, so we've replaced Andrew laughing in the background with Chris laughing in the background. Guess some things don't change.
With Jeffree, there's no way something's not gonna happen. Like, I just knew. I felt a bomb is gonna drop.
12 hours earlier. Oh my god. What is with the time jumps? I feel like doing that does not make you a good filmmaker. It just makes it confusing. If there's a purpose for you doing it, then cool, but like, that didn't really create much suspense.
Hi, did you show me?
We got Cheetos like,
Save me from that man!
if you know, you know.
Weird, we haven't been here in a minute. In the closet, I mean.
Really? It's not like a million people have made that joke before.
Hooey.
Why are we hearing every bodily function out of the cameraman?
Stinks.
I'm sure it does with all those unwashed t-shirts.
Anyways, okay.
I can tell.
But I guess there is a metaphor here. Because today, we're in the closet, and I'm gonna come out.
Oh my god, retire the joke. It wasn't funny when you first said it, now you're just extending it? Jesus Christ, I'm dying of boredom already.
I only have one shirt. I wear one shirt, one pair of pants, and that's it. They smell, and they're falling apart every day.
He really hasn't changed. Like, having poor personal hygiene is still a running joke for him. I'm just waiting for him to make a fat joke.
So to see my closet filled with clothes, are you shook? Are you confused?
These are all yours?
These are all mine.
Then why are you still wearing the exact same thing you wear in every other video, apparently?
They're really just for my podcast, which, oh my god. Speaking of reveals, if you didn't know, I have a podcast.
Okay, getting a little promo in there. Like, we're 5 minutes in and I still don't really understand what's happening.
And me and Rylan fight. Check it out.
The cameraman be like,
Ryland reveals he will indeed kill Shane if Shane cheats on him, gives him chlamydia, and is a gaslighting asshole. And I can confirm I will kill him.
yikes. Does he get paid to laugh like that? Because there's no way that was funny.
You know, I'll wear a little white jacket. Like, I'm trying.
I love that one on you. I remember that one.
Sex joke, classic Shane, makes sense.
Give me one semi-compliment. And I'll get you semi-hard.
Oh my god. It's like he hasn't changed at all. Deja vu. If I wasn't in this room right now, I would feel like I was in 2019 watching this.
Not the full thing, though. Oh my god.
Like, nothing is more uncomfortable than when you're watching something and people are laughing so much, but you're just watching it with a dead face. That's why I hate laugh tracks.
And last night, I went to bed and I was like praying and I was like, God, just 2 more inches. Just 2. That's it. I'm not greedy.
It's just like cheap humor. It's like not even funny. And I'm not even just saying this because I don't like him. I actually used to like Shane Dawson before I realized who he was and what he'd done. So like, if I find something funny, I laugh, but like, that's just not funny. Like, it's just a little penis joke. What are we in the fucking 8th grade?
I want to make something soon. Like, I want to do something I'm really excited about. I'm like, I really want to do another documentary.
Bold calling these a documentary. Like I've said in a video before, it's just a glorified vlog.
I don't know who it's going to be on, but I just got that feeling. So I just prayed and I'm like, God, bring somebody into my life to do a documentary about.
So you chose someone you've already done 2 documentaries with?
And there was a lot of good ideas, but a lot of people were saying, do one on yourself. You ask me questions throughout the day. Let's start tomorrow. I'm tired.
I guess that's another one of his jokes, is being lazy, as if he doesn't have one of the most easy jobs in the world. Like, he's walked into his closet and made a couple sex jokes, a couple gay jokes, and he's already joking about being tired.
But I do need to figure out a big reveal. Every series needs a reveal. So I don't know what it is yet.
So you don't even have a plan for the series that you are currently filming. And this is why it will ultimately fail. If you fail to plan, then you plan to fail.
But at the end of this video, there will be a big secret exposed.
Do you have anything in mind?
I have some things I can make up.
Here's an idea, figure it out first and then start the series. You know how like most documentarians or filmmakers have a plan before they pick up the camera, so that I don't have to be at 8 minutes and 51 seconds and nothing has happened yet.
We just got to the lab.
Oh, hi. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have a baby.
But that's huge.
It better not be.
Oh no, I mean...
Oh, there we go, fat joke. And about a baby? Wow.
That baby is not getting my genetics. That is not happening.
It's a joke that he's the same fucking person.
This is, wow. Wow, look at, what?
Oh, have you guys seen my bathroom?
I didn't sign up for a fucking house tour. False advertising. Jeffree so far has been in the video for like 30 seconds and he's in the fucking title. So it's like,
Okay, so when I went on Instagram and I was like, oh, who should I do a series on? There was one person that I was like, oh my god, that would be so iconic. I texted the person just because I was like, I mean, might as well just take a shot and be like, hey, I know I'm canceled and like everybody hates me, but like, wanna like do a series? And they were like, fuck yes. And I cannot believe it.
I bet you he's just not going to tell us who it is. Like, get you curious and then leave you hanging dry. Also, can we not with the stock footage? Like, talking about texting, showing someone texting, we all know what texting looks like. If you're going to add something in the editing, like, make it add something to what you're saying. It's useless.
Oh my god. Sorry, I just
What?
got another big reveal.
What?
Fucking rip in his pants in the crotch. Why do we need to see that?
Anyways, what was I talking about before I started spiraling about my thigh popping out of my pants like a fucking Pillsbury muffin tin can? Back to the reveals! Chris, how are you? God, I didn't even ask you how you are.
No, I'm okay.
It's like his brain can't stay on one topic at a time. It's just like moving in all these different directions. It makes it just difficult to watch. It's just so chaotic.
Happy to be here. Colorado's my happy place, so.
You're my happy place.
Interesting way to talk to someone when your like fiance husband is literally downstairs.
Also, there's just like lotion and napkins in the background of the shot.
That's because Rylan, he jerks off because he can't fuck me.
Talking about your sex life online, like just no one. Does anyone care about influencer sex lives? Because I sure as hell fucking don't. Like, I don't want to hear about it. Like, I'm actually feeling a bit sick now.
So here's how it worked. I think literally the day after the palette was manufactured, we were talking about the green shade, like what should we do with the green shade? And then we were like, well, should we just do another palette? And then we just started brainstorming and we were voice memoing back and forth just with ideas for names and colors and this and that. Just like, I don't know, having fun.
Now that I like do makeup, because I've only really started getting into makeup this year, the past 5 months. I can really look back with that lens on the Conspiracy palette and realize how much of a strange palette it is. Like, there's just no color story to it. It doesn't really make sense. Like, making looks together seems a bit difficult. I wouldn't buy it. Packaging is cool, I'll give them that.
Okay, we have to take the animals to the vet. Now, just to keep it real, I did not mean to do that. Put face lotion in my hair.
How is this a docu-series? Now you're giving us a day in your life? Where is the concept? Talk about your cancellation. I don't know why I'm mad, because like I expected it to be this way. It's just like you would think after like 2 years someone would have grown and changed even a little bit. God, I feel like his docuseries back then were even more interesting than this, at least.
I'm still friends with Jeffree, so I actually thought about that. I was like, should I just go to Casper, Wyoming and go to the yak farm and do a series with Jeffree with his yaks?
Okay, so this is how I start my mornings.
And I'm like, but that would be confusing because like, like how would the camera know what to focus on? Because like, is it a yak? Is it me? It's like very confusing.
Yeah, it is confusing, but why do I feel like you're just gonna do it anyway?
By the time YouTube fades out for us, TLC is going to be calling, and it's going to be animal hoarders.
I love that you think YouTube hasn't faded out for me yet. That is so sweet.
Whoa. Well, I was looking at my main channel earlier, and it was depressing. Like, I used to be popular too.
I mean, they do be true though.
Okay, listen, if this shade is not in the Shane 2 palette, I'm gonna quit.
I do like that black glitter moment. I'll give him that. It's probably not that original, but my knowledge of makeup is not very extensive.
Temporarily, we think we're going with.
Oh my god!
Right?
Okay, so I told only 2 people on our team that name, and they were like.
No, yeah.
I feel like the name's probably gonna be like cancelled. I bet you.
The other day, I felt like I was getting boobs. It's just me. I went on Amazon and I bought a couple man girdles, and they're called men shapers.
Now we're having a segment testing to see if he has boobs. How is this related to the topic of the docuseries? It's like actually worse than it was back in 2019. It's actually worse. This is really fucking bad.
I was like, do I have boobs? And then I got scared because I've been trying to be healthy lately and like, whatever. I still fit my clothes. Because I was like, well, maybe I need a girdle because of my boobs. This is sad. Should I start crying?
Also, this whole like Shane Dawson being fat narrative, like, I'm so tired of it. It's been going on for so long. Like, even if you do have body issues and all that kind of stuff, Shane Dawson, like, whatever, why do we need to like make jokes about it and make it such a big part of your content? Like, am I the only one bored of this? It's just like, I don't fucking care. Especially because like, I'm not trying to be mean, but like, you've been the same weight for a long time. So like, this is nothing new to us that you've got holes in your jeans. Buy bigger jeans that fit you. You've got the money for it. Like, I have recently gained a bunch of weight and I'm not super happy with my body, but you don't hear me talking about it all over the internet.
You guys having a baby?
Yeah, so on Ryland's channel, we've been documenting the journey, which is going to be weird because we don't want to ever show our kid. So it's kind of like if we did the whole Jeffree conspiracy series, and then if I just like never showed the palette.
I mean, that's one thing I'll respect them for. I don't like it when people post their children on social media. At least if you have a following. Like,
We don't know whose sperm we're using because we haven't got to that part yet. They have to like cook it up and see which one's better.
oh, okay. So they don't know who's gonna be the baby daddy.
At this point, we are so excited to have a kid that we don't care. I don't care.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean,
somebody could literally drop a kid off in our truck and I would take it.
That is a bizarre joke to make.
there's not really room back there.
Where's the baby gonna go?
I guess
In the truck.
we'll have to get rid of some animals.
Oh my god, that's not funny. What the fuck?
Oh wow, yeah, that's such a cool tone.
Oh yeah.
That's insane.
Woo!
That looks like when you pee after a night out where you haven't drank enough water so you're severely dehydrated.
Well, we found out that our dogs are fat.
Ooh.
We need to go on diet.
Wait, really?
Uno and Honey both need to lose 10 pounds.
Well, people who let their dogs get fat, that's on you. Or just animals in general. My cats are both perfect weights, so. Don't free feed.
This means that we can't go get puppuccinos.
Can I get 3 puppuccinos?
Wait, they just were told that their dogs are too fat, now they're getting them puppuccinos?
I put them on the floor for them.
At this point, I'm just skipping through this. I don't need to see 3 of your dogs drink milk.
Oh, they're loving it.
It goes on for so long.
I'm just proud of you for, you were in a horrible place. California is just a nasty place.
Yes, because the entire state of California is responsible for Shane Dawson's cancellation. Make it make sense.
So have you thought of your question?
Oh my god, she's gonna ask him why he proposed on 2 knees.
So during the Jeffree series, I always feel like people acted like you did this big money grab, and you won't address it.
A man who like never did makeup before just decided to make a makeup palette. Like, it's got cash grab written all over it. If he'd been doing makeup before and then made one, it would make sense. And at the end of the day, if you make a palette, you're not doing it for the art. You want money.
But for people to say it was a money grab has just always made me so mad, because to me it was more about, gosh, let's see really what we can do here together. And it wasn't like, oh yeah, let's get rich off of this whole makeup thing.
Along with the palette, he created a lot of merch that he's constantly discounting and promoting. When you're doing that, you obviously want money from it. I just hate this whole notion of people not wanting money. Sometimes I'll hear YouTubers be like, I don't do this for the money, guys. I do it for fun. And they have like 5 mid-rolls on their video, which is fine. Collect your coin, but don't act like you don't also do this for the money. Otherwise you wouldn't put mid-rolls in your video. You can do something for multiple reasons. You don't have to completely isolate yourself from the financial reason of it all just because you want to seem holier than thou. When we all need money, there's nothing wrong with that. As long as you're not scamming people, it's fine to be doing things to obtain money. However, what can make it appear as a money grab is the fact that after the palette is released, you have this big statement on Twitter about how you're done with the beauty community when you were in it for 5 fucking minutes, and how it's so toxic, enjoy the circus, peace, I'm out of here, after you already made your bucks. And then now, years later, when you post this series about a new palette coming out, a couple weeks before you're posting makeup looks on Snapchat when you hadn't done them in forever. It's so obviously calculated.
Making that first palette was so fun, so creative, and making something with Jeffree, and it was literally like giving birth to a child. It was that emotionally just overwhelming. So,
oh god, I'm not even a woman and I know that's offensive to say. Comparing making a palette to giving birth to a child. You can't compare it to that when you've never experienced that, nor will you ever experience it.
because if I wanted to do a money grab, like, I've never done anything.
You could do so many ways to do that, yeah.
Yes, so many easier ways.
Is this the cancellation? Because I don't think people have been talking about your money grab. It's like your racist past, like the weird comments you made about underage people, the weird comments about your cats. Like, there are so many other things than you being money hungry. I don't give a shit that if you're money hungry or if you're not. Like I said, as long as you're not scamming people, which I don't know if Shane Dawson has, I'm fine with you wanting money. Address the real shit. Not to beat a dead horse, but if you're going to title a video The Cancellation of Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson, and then not even discuss why you were cancelled in the first place, don't fucking title it that. If you guys do want to know why they were cancelled in the first place, I have a video about Shane Dawson and a video about Jeffree Star and all of the problematic things they've done in their past career if for some reason you don't know and you want to be caught up to speed.
Yes, the palette made like 30 million whatever dollars, but then the cost of goods was literally $20 million. So it's like, okay, take that away. My 25% or whatever it was after so many cuts, and then after that, and then I gave my coworker at the time 25% of what I made from it. So after all was said and done with taxes and everything, yeah, it was a great amount of money that I'm so blessed and proud of and so grateful for, because it helped with getting this house in Colorado. And, you know, but like, was it like I can retire now money? No.
What is the whole point of this segment? Yes, I made a lot of money, but not as much money as you guys think. I bought a house with it, but I can't retire yet. So what? Who gives a fuck? Like, I'm sorry, this is such a pointless segment.
Jeffree, I was like, I'm so present right now, because I usually am not very present. I'm always thinking about like, what's gonna happen, what's the future, what's this, what's that. And I knew, I was like, I need to take this in.
You know, just to chuck a little bit of positivity in there, one thing I will say is I do think that the marketing for the Conspiracy palette was really good. I thought it was interesting. I liked the photo shoot. So don't say I'm never positive.
I would just get so mad because I felt like it was more of a passionate thing.
Oh my god, I'm just skipping through this because they just keep repeating themselves over and over again, saying the exact same thing. Nothing irritates me more than a person who can't get to the frickin' point.
So we have a couple colors here that we want to recreate. So we want to recreate
Life is crazy. Bye, Shane.
that crazy blue as a matte.
Yeah. Oh, that's gonna be fabulous because
Crazy,
the pigment that we use for that color is amazing.
Bye, Riley.
Oh, what's with this montage and this loud music and all these scenes cutting together? It just... What am I looking at? It makes no sense.
Basically what happened was,
Okay, so I skipped a bunch of shit because boring, and Shane's basically saying how it's present time now, and him and Jeffree made the palette back in February of 2020, but didn't release it because of cancellations and, you know, drama, and also COVID, and now he wants to show the palette, and yeah, he's talking to Jeffree with the voice memos, and they're going to try and meet up in person. I doubt it'll happen in this episode considering there's only 5 minutes left. Oh my god, there's only 5 minutes left.
It would be more impactful if we're sitting face to face, just like.
Like with the yaks.
Oh my god, that would be amazing.
Wait, is that better?
You want to go to the ranch?
I mean, I wanted to go to the yak ranch. Should we do that? Can you do it? Are you free?
Yes.
Oh my god, wait, this is kind of everything. Wait, oh my god, is this a two-parter? Wait, is this a real series?
Oh my god, thank fuck that's over. That was actually kind of painful. It was the longest hour of my life, and I'm so glad it's over. You know, in conclusion, that episode did not need to exist. It was an episode of him figuring out what he wanted to do a series on. I'm sure his fans will eat it up, as they do with everything, but I just like did not see the point to that. I probably will end up watching the next episode to see what the colors look like and to see if they actually talk about anything interesting. My hopes are not high because this video is literally called the cancellation, like the cancelled world of Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson, yet nary was a cancelled discussed. Like, obviously occasionally Shane would mention it with Ryland, but they would never actually get into the reasons as to why he was cancelled, if he is apologetic, if he feels remorse, just any of those things, because he probably doesn't want to bring up that stuff because he's just bringing it back into the public's eyes, which maybe I understand, but also if you give a proper apology and show remorse and show growth, then maybe people would actually forgive you and move on. However, there's no growth, there's no change, at least not what I saw in this video. This is the exact same Shane Dawson that we had in 2019, probably just less entertaining. And this video was a flop, it was a mess, and it was a joke, and I don't care if people think I'm being mean, that's my opinion. This was a horrible video. And that's it. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Sorry I was a bitch, it is what it is. Comment down below your thoughts, subscribe if you haven't already, turn on the bell, make sure you follow me on all my social media, check that description. I'll put my makeup in there because people keep asking me about that. Check out my previous videos on the Kardashians and Twilight. And without further ado, thank you so much for watching my video. I hope that you have a great day or night wherever you are in the world. Bye!